A couple of weeks, March 1st, the way many of us shop is going to change. You won't be asked if you want paper or plastic bags anymore. Most single-use plastic bags will be banned in New York State. To help spread the word, the city is handing out reusable bags held by the Commissioner of the Department of Sanitation before it goes into effect. Actually, March 1st is next weekend, is it not?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's Sunday.
My goodness. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I know you're so busy.
Yes. No, we have been busy working on getting the word out on this. It has not been a busy snow season, though.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. All right, let's talk about this. First of all, how big of a problem single-use plastic bags in New York City? What are we talking about for the environment?
I mean, within just New York City, it's 10 billion single-use plastic bags, which is an astonishing number. And most of us would only use them for a few minutes, walking home from work. And then they would go into the garbage, or putting them in a litter basket where they often ended up blowing in the wind, getting caught in trees. So it's both like a long-term waste issue for going to landfills and a short-term litter issue for us.
Commissioner Garcia, obviously this stuff moves to landfills. What is plastic doing in the landfills? How does it affect the environment?
Right, so plastic really doesn't break down in a landfill in the same way that something organic might. But it really is going to live with us for hundreds of years, and we want to stop that from happening. And also plastic waste we know is getting into our oceans and into our other water systems. We want to make sure that's not happening.
Okay, let's talk about spreading the word with these new bags. First of all, you have one right here.
I have one right here.
How can you miss this? It's bright orange. And you're giving them out. The city is giving out these bags.
Yes, and so we've given out over 700,000 already, and we will continue to give them out. We are doing events across all 5 boroughs, but we've also sent them to elected officials' offices, community board offices, civic associations. We want to make sure it's easy for New Yorkers to do the right thing.
So these bags, bright orange, you cannot miss them. These obviously are allowable.
These are allowable.
These are allowable. And there are some other situations when a plastic bag is allowable, something that's not a part of this new ban. Could you tell us what
Certainly.
those are?
So if you are wrapping meat or fish in your grocery store, that would be acceptable. Dry cleaning bags are still acceptable. So those are the types of bags that are allowed. And regular, if you purchase, for example, a garbage bag for your kitchen, that's perfectly acceptable.
What about those really skinny little bags you put fruits and vegetables in?
So that would be acceptable. Anything where you're putting raw food into it in your grocery store, that's fine. So it's really just at the cash register that you will not be offered a bag made of plastic. And if it's paper, there'll be a 5-cent fee.
That's important to say. If you want a paper bag or you forgot to bring in a reusable bag, that will cost, that will cost a nickel.
That will cost a nickel.
All right. And so, well, what effect do those paper bags have? I mean, obviously, there was a decision, do we sell them or not?
Right. So the reason why there's a fee is we really want to encourage everyone to be using their reusable bag. That is the best way to go. But our paper bags are accepted in New York City's recycling stream. So please make sure if you are using paper that we get it back as paper recycling.
What are people saying about these bags that you're handing out?
So
and you must demonstrate.
Yes. One of the things about our bags is that you get to make it into a tiny little strawberry so that it can easily fit in your purse or on your backpack. We have little hangers on your belt so that you are never without your bag. But they're extremely strong. Like you can put 2 half-gallons of milk in this, no problem. And they're washable. They're made with recyclable content. So really a good choice.
So these are being given out in all 5 boroughs. You're having events. And I'm wondering, too, is everybody gung-ho? Are you getting any opposition to this?
I mean, I think that there's always sort of the challenge of making change. But I think that one of the things we saw when we banned styrofoam is that we got compliance pretty quickly. And many other cities have made this transition. So it's a little bit of an adjustment. I'm sure that there's some confusion out there.
Right.
But we're trying to make sure we're getting the word out. We've done mailers to businesses so that they're clear about what the requirements are. and we hope that we see many, many reusable bags across the city of New York.
And of course, you can buy reusable bags just about anywhere. And I have to ask you, because I was reading an article in the New York Times just going over the goals over the years between Mayor Bloomberg's administration and now with Mayor de Blasio, and your goals of composting. And I mean, how important is that? Is that happening the way we want it? When we put our stuff in those green and blue cans on the corners, are they going to the right places or getting mixed together again?
No. So they all end up going to the proper facility. We have been lucky in New York City that we have really robust recycling infrastructure, both in Brooklyn and on Staten Island, where your metal, glass, and plastic all get separated out into bales. And any paper in Manhattan is basically going to Staten Island to become a new box at the end of the day. So we are making progress as we move forward, and obviously we always need the partnership of New Yorkers.
It has to be that way with all the things going on. All right, free bags. After they're free, you can buy them somewhere?
No, we're gonna always be giving out free.
Okay.
So you can go on our website.
Take advantage.
And be able to get one that way as well.
Commissioner Kathryn Garcia, I must ask you, how big a pile of salt do you have in all the sheds since we haven't had any snow emergencies?
We have a little shy of 300,000 tons on hand. Hopefully we won't need, but we are ready if it comes.
Is it surprising you? I don't want to.
It's a little strange. Like, I didn't work on President's Day weekend, which is, I think, the first time since I've had this job that I didn't actually go into work. I was like, what does one do on a 3-day weekend in winter?
Hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you. I did.
Well, thank you. Department of Sanitation Commissioner Kathryn Garcia. Look for those orange recycling bags March 1st. State law, no more single-use plastic bags.